Yo, what up? It's your boy Black Rob. Welcome to another edition of the R&T podcast. It's your host. Holla at y'all for a minute. Today I want to touch on something. It's gonna be a little bit unorthodox the way I spread this one out. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of near and dear to everybody's heart. This what's going on right now. You can see I got my daughter here. She want to speak to y'all.
Hi. All those people, if you know me and my daddy, give my daddy song a big thumbs up. Bye.
All right, that's my youngest daughter, man. And she wanted to come on here on her own, but it's important that she did because at the end of the day, the topic that I'm about to touch on, it kind of speaks to that. We all see and we all know and we all are very heartbroken about what just happened to Kobe Bryant, the basketball legend from the Los Angeles Lakers that was just killed in the helicopter crash. Let's take a moment of silence. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Now, I've been seeing a lot of different things, man, that kind of bother me. Some idiots want to come out with all of these memes thinking that it's funny. And that's the thing about social media, because sometimes these guys just do things at the wrong time. And in reality, man, it's more about the person that he was than it was about the basketball player. So when I say that to say that he has 3 other kids, to my understanding, 2 or 3 other kids, and then his wife is left behind. His daughter Gigi also was killed on that crash, so she just lost her husband. They just lost their father. She lost her daughter and they lost their sister. So all the memes and all that other immature shit that people want to do clout chasing on the internet is unacceptable. At the end of the day, for a lot of us that are fathers, uncles or aunts or whatever, which we are in some capacity, it should touch your heart because that young child was only 13 years old and she died on that on that aircraft. And at the end of the day, he was going to support her to do something that she loved to do because she was following his footsteps. There's so many different dynamics to this tragedy. For one, I think as I was doing my research, they said that Kobe Bryant was an avid flyer, so he liked to fly on a helicopter because he could commute there faster to get wherever he was going and get back home to spend more time with his family, which is commendable. I salute that man for putting his family first. Secondly, I think the way that Kobe Bryant left the game of basketball is he had gave his contribution and gave his all, and he did that, so we say he left it all on the court. So at that time when he decided to retire, he felt like it was on to the next one. You know what I mean? He wanted to move on and progress with the next phase of his life. So basketball being something that his daughter was doing and had the same passion as him, I don't think he ever really thought about that in the beginning. I think that just kind of came to fruition as he saw his daughter started to take a passion and a love for the game the same as he did. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I just, my heart goes out to Vanessa, his wife, and his other 2 or 3 kids. My apologies for not knowing the exact amount of how many other kids he had. It's just charted to my mind, not my heart. It's just been hard to read up on it and watch it. I was watching ESPN for a lot of my time yesterday, and it was just hard to get through. I want to address all these people that say, man, so when these celebrities die, why y'all crying and why y'all so emotional like y'all knew these people? You got to understand one thing about that, all right? And I'm going to explain it to you. When it comes to Tupac, Biggie, Nipsey Hussle, Kobe Bryant, and any other legends that have passed away, when you grow up without nothing and you grow up in the hood and you grow up without a father and you grow up without a mother and you grow up with all these different circumstances without money, grow up with people telling you that you will never be nothing, you will never attain nothing, you grow up struggling and starving, you start to put your trust and your faith in not only God, because see, God sends people down to us in the form of him, I think, in the flesh. So you start to put your faith not only in God, but into these entities that you can touch and see, because you see yourself in them. So with that being said, you start to see yourself in Kobe, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, and Biggie. Some of these guys came from the same stuff that we came from. Some of those guys were probably told they would never be able to accomplish the things that they accomplished. So it's almost like we grew up with them. We grew up watching them on TV. You know what I mean? I'm in this is my last year, this is my last year in the 30s, right? So you figure, I watched Kobe. Kobe Bryant was 41. He wasn't that much older than me. So I grew up with Kobe. I didn't know him directly. I knew him indirectly because he was a part of my household because I love basketball. I love sports. So I watched him grow up. I watched him make that transition from high school to the pros. I watched all of the work that he did, how he stayed consistent, and how he built himself through his legacy to become a legend. So at the end of the day, for all you people that's out there saying why people crying and they so emotional, it's because those people live their life vicariously through those people. And there's nothing wrong with that. So at the end of the day, we got to stop being so selfish and stop looking so self-centered and stop judging and criticizing everybody and understand that there's always somebody that's looking up to somebody else. There's somebody looking up to you right now. There's somebody that you know, or maybe you don't know like that. Maybe you work with, and they watch you every day. And they like your moves. They like the way that your personality comes across. They like the things that you do. They watch you and hear you saying things to other people. And they want to emulate that, or they look up to that, or they placed you on a pedestal, and you might not even know. So that's why it's important to be your genuine self all the time. Because anytime you try to give a person a fake version of yourself, you'll always be exposed. So those personnel that's looking up to you that you didn't know, once they see you do something out of character, they like, nah, that's not the person that, that I thought that I knew, that I invested all of this time and said, you know what, I want to be like that person. I aspire to do the things that they've done. There's nothing wrong for me to aspire to be like Nipsey or to be like Kobe because they've made it past the norm. They've made it to a level of success. See, because it's about success. It ain't about the money. Money doesn't equal happiness, and it never will. And a lot of times, if you pay attention and look at all of these stars, at the end of the day, they're not happy with the money. They're happy with creating a platform for their passion. And if you create a platform for your passion, then at the end of the day, that's what will help you to get to your true self and to create happiness within yourself. But money can never do that. You know what I mean? I've seen some of the brokest motherfuckers in the world that's happier than a millionaire. You know why? Because they have the happiness and desire within their true self. You got to be happy with that person that you look at in the mirror every day before anybody else can be happy with them, or before you could be happy for anybody else. So at the end of the day, I just want to say again, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Like I said, this is just this ain't one of my normal messages that I would like to put out, but it just spawned something in my spirit and in my heart for me to come on and talk about this. But at the end of the day, this platform was created to be genuine, to maintain integrity, to come from the soul. I don't script none of this. I don't sit down and edit it too much as far as trying to take out stuff and add stuff. What I said is what I said, you dig? And that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? I thank you for the people that follow me and the people that continue to encourage me to do this, and the people that look up to me that I either know or don't know, and the people that want to see me be the best of my true self that I can be. And I encourage you all to do the same. Live your best life, but remember, you can't live your best life if you're not living your ultimate, truest, and highest potential. You heard? It's your boy Black Rob. Like I said, this R&T podcast, there's more to come for 2020. We on Real Nigga Time. This Real Nigga TV. You dig, baby girl? You want to say something to him before we go? She loved talking. I think she gonna follow my footsteps. That's just what she loves to do. I got 4 kids. This is my youngest one. She really loves to do this type of stuff, and you know what I mean? She encourages me as well. Love the people that's here. Love them while you're here, because we are all on borrowed time, and we don't know when our last day is, when our last second is, our last hour is. So you got to tell everybody that you love them.